Hi everyone, this is Eileen here from SingaporeOlevelMax.com. Today I'm going to share with you one particular section in Vectors eMath on how do we explain why ABC is a straight line. Before I go on to share with you the template of providing 3 points in answering this question, there is a concept that we need to recap first. And that concept is regarding scalar multiplication. Now, if you are given a relationship between the two vectors, whereby PQ is equals to K ST, whereby our K is bigger than 0. So K basically is any constant that is more than 0. There are 3 conclusions that we can make. First one, vector PQ is parallel to vector ST. Second, vector PQ is in the same direction as vector ST. Well, how do we know? It's due to the fact that our scalar vector is more than 0. And the last point, we can know something about the magnitude, whereby we can say that length of PQ is K times the length of ST. So you can see for yourself, just by this simple relationship between PQ and ST, we can come up with 3 conclusions. Allow me to give you one more example to illustrate this concept. Now we have vector PQ is equals to minus 2 ST. So first conclusion, PQ is parallel to ST since they are in a form of scalar multiplication. Second conclusion, vector PQ is in the opposite direction as vector ST. Why? Is due to the negative sign. Right, let me point to your attention. It's due to the negative sign over here. And the last conclusion, the length of PQ is twice the length of ST. It's due to this scalar multiplication here. So, after knowing this concept, we come back to the question. Explain why ABC is a straight line. Explain why ABC is a straight line. We are given vector AB and we are given vector BC. Let's take a look at what are the 3 points that we can use to illustrate and to explain this. The 3 points are, first, you need to establish a relationship between the 2 vectors so that you can come up with one conclusion. And last but not least, we got to tell them what is the common point between the 2 vectors. Let's work this out step by step. So we are given these 2 vectors, AB and BC, in the form of column vector. How do we establish the relationship between the 2? You can easily do it by first setting your AB to be equals to KBC. Put in what is the column vector that was given to us earlier on. And then we can come up with this equation. Since minus 12K is equals to K times 18, so this is what we have. And we find out the value of K, which is K is equals to minus 2/3. So let's put this. So this is the relationship between vector AB and BC. AB is equals to minus 2/3 BC. Now, if you remember just a minute ago, if we have a relationship between the 2 vectors, there are various conclusions that we can come up with. The very first conclusion that we can make is, we can say that vector AB is parallel to vector BC. And this is the only conclusion that we're going to make in order to explain this question. So the other 2 conclusions, you don't have to state it. Just state this one of being parallel. So now we are done with step 2 of coming up with one conclusion. Step 3, talk about the common point. So, since both vectors have the common point B, hence ABC is a straight line. So this is how you can make use of the 3 points to help you to answer questions like this. Now, I also want to emphasize, this template will allow you to explain why vector AB is parallel to vector BC as well. It is the same template that you can use, except that you just ignore point number 3. So if you are asked to explain why two vectors are parallel, first step, you establish the relationship. Second step, you come to the conclusion of parallel, the vectors being parallel to each other, and you get the questions correct. I hope you find this useful, and you can actually just use my template when you need it to answer your exam question. Now, as usual, I would actually like to leave you with a bonus question. There's a second part to this question. Hence, find the ratio of magnitude of AB to the magnitude of BC. Feel free to leave your answer in the comment section. I look forward in hearing from you. Thank you.